Mao Zedong was born in Shaoshan in 1893. He was born in a troubled time in which the last Chinese dynasty, the Qing dynasty, was coming to an end. His father was a poor peasant who later became a wealthy farmer and grain dealer. Mao was rebellious as a teen and didn't want to be a farmer as his father was. He went to study at an advanced school in a nearby district at age 13. In 1966, Chairman Mao swam in the Yangtze River to support the revolution. The act was famous and made the point that swimming was not a sport rather than a revolutionary act. In 1937, Mao Zedong, who had helped found the Communist Party in 1921, and the Communists created an alliance with the Nationalists for the time being to fight the Japanese. They won the war, but the alliance was broken and the different parties resumed their own war within a year. In 1927, Chairman Mao led a group of peasants to establish a Soviet-style government in the Jiangxi province mountains and build an army. Although Mao and his soldiers were eventually driven out of this society, this is where the Red Army started, and the strategy for winning against the nationalists was developed. This was to get control of the peasants and the countryside and encircle the cities. This government controlled several million people in the area, and the Red Army had grown to 200,000 men. Chairman Mao died in 1976, causing the end of the Cultural Revolution and a struggle for power. The so-called Gang of Four fought for power. The leadership position was eventually given to Deng Xiaoping, who, during the Great Leap Forward, had tried to fix the problems that resulted from this movement. Chairman Mao launched the Great Leap Forward in 1958 to modernize China's industrial capacity and increase agricultural production. He combined villages into communes and made the villagers produce steel. This was staged for purely political reasons and ended in disaster, with an estimated 30 million deaths from mass starvation. The image is a propaganda poster from that time. In 1949, after the communist defeat of the nationalists, Chairman Mao proclaimed the founding of the People's Republic of China from the balcony of the gates of the formerly Forbidden City. After being chased out of their mountain base in Jiangxi province in 1934, Mao Zedong led his troops on a 6,000-mile retreat to Yan'an, called the Long March. Only about a tenth of the soldiers survived the legendary journey. Chairman Mao started the Cultural Revolution in 1966, and it lasted 10 years. The purpose was to rid China of the remains of capitalism and dynastic China and embrace the new China. It ended in social, economic, and political disaster when Mao died. The image is a propaganda poster from that time. After Mao's legendary Long March, the Communist Party gathered an army in Yan'an. The Nationalists were defeated in 1949. The defeated Nationalists fled to Taiwan. Soon after this event, Chairman Mao officially proclaimed the new Communist China, the People's Republic of China.